Hello friends, welcome back to my new video, new discussions on finances और एक नई सोच, नई दिशा की ओर. I'm Gitanjali Ranjane, founder of Gitanjali Advisory, and my videos aim to give you all non-biased and very practical solution which every common middle class person can relate to. अगर आप हमें फॉलो नहीं करते हैं तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू माई चैनल टू स्टे ट्यून्ड. So March is here and time to revisit your finances and check out how can you maximize your savings and minimize your tax outgo. Personally, I am not in favor that one must wait till the last month. You only end up in hasty decisions, probably even wrong ones, and many a times single investments to save tax. अगले साल फिर वही issue. Rather than waiting till the last month of financial year, why shouldn't we start from the very first month of financial year and save and invest systematically month on month? That's easier on your pockets, it instills discipline and helps to invest wisely. So let's have a quick review on how can you maximize tax savings. Section 80cc has maximum limit of 1.5 lakhs which can help you save 15,000 to 45,000 on tax. अब 80cc में क्या क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आते हैं? You can claim deduction under life insurance premium, school tuition fees paid for your kids, your contribution towards EPF, PPF, NSC, investments in equity linked mutual funds. Remember, all mutual funds are not tax savvy. टैक्स बेनिफिट के लिए ELSS फंड्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट होना जरूरी है. यू कैन इवन क्लेम प्रिंसिपल रीपेमेंट टुवर्ड्स योर होम लोन. सो आइडियली अगर आप पर होम लोन लाइबिलिटी है और स्कूल गोइंग बच्चे हैं तो बिना कोई और इन्वेस्टमेंट के भी 80cc ब्रैकेट आपका फिल हो जाता है. ऑल्सो इन्वेस्टिंग फ्रॉम टैक्स सेविंग पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इज वेरी नैरो अप्रोच. योर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स should be goal based. Tax saving should be just an added perk. There is deduction available under section 80ccd for investment in NPS up to rupees 50,000. This is a very good option especially for people who are in 30% tax bracket. NPS की details हम अपने पहले एक वीडियो में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. I have provided the link in the description box. अगर आप अपने हाउसिंग लोन के EMI से परेशान हैं तो रिमेंबर इंटरेस्ट पेड ऑन हाउसिंग लोन कैन बी क्लेम्ड अंडर डिडक्शन अप टू रुपीज 2 lakhs per annum अंडर सेक्शन 24 ऑफ इनकम टैक्स एक्ट. इफ यू हैव FDs और recurring deposits or even idle funds in savings account, then interest income up to rupees 10,000 per annum is tax free under section 80 TTA. This limit is 50,000 for senior citizens. हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस का प्रीमियम आपके सेविंग्स को भी सिक्योर करता है और आपका टैक्स भी सेव करता है. अंडर सेक्शन 80 DDB you get a rebate up to rupees 25,000 for family health insurance or premium paid towards cancer cover and an additional benefit up to rupees 50,000 for premium paid for health insurance of your parents. If you have a disabled dependent, then under section 80 DD you can claim fixed deductions of rupees 75,000 to maximum 1,25,000 for treatment or rehabilitation. Also, if you have anyone in family who is dependent on you and is taking treatment for dementia, cancer, Parkinson's, renal failure or thalassemia, then you can claim deduction of 40,000. और अगर वो dependent senior citizen है तो this amount that can be claimed is 1 lakh. When we say dependent, it can be your parents, spouse or kids only. ये benefit लेने के लिए it is mandatory to have doctor certificate and prescription for treatments. Contributing to charity can also help you save taxes under section 80G. Many of us donate to some NGOs or do charity in some orphanage or old age homes. Remember, that amount cannot be claimed under section 80G. your donation to government notified funds or NGOs that can give you ATG certificate is considered for such deductions. Interest paid for education loan taken for self, spouse or children is eligible for deduction under section 80E with no maximum limit. Salaried individuals who live in rented house can claim house rent allowance to lower tax outgo. But if you own a house and you receive HRA, that means house rent allowance, then it is fully taxable. Pension in any form, be it pension from your employer or pension through an investment in annuity plan, is taxable. However, you can claim and avail tax relief under section 89(1) if you have received a portion of your salary or pension in arrears. Rules may slightly vary for individuals, HUFs and businessmen. जितने बेसिक सेक्शंस हमने बताए हैं, they are applicable for salaried individuals. Please connect with your CA for better understanding and clarifications. अगर कोई भी सेक्शन में अब भी स्कोप है कि आप टैक्स सेव कर सकते हैं, तो you still have few days in hands. अपनी सेविंग्स, अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को एनहांस करें और टैक्स भी बचाएं. Investment in savings plan will not only help you save tax, but will also help you accumulate funds in long term, besides adding security of life cover. Ideally, 50-55 की उम्र तक कमाना तो है, टैक्स का इशू तो हर साल आना ही है, then why not commit to disciplined savings? Health insurance, cancer cover plans will help you save quite a good amount of tax. Besides, will help you protect your savings in case of medical emergencies. I have always strongly said, do not rely on your corporate health insurance policy. अपनी पर्सनल हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है. If you are under 30% tax bracket, do consider investment in NPS. अगर आप इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के लिए अब भी कंफ्यूज्ड हैं, तो हमसे जरूर संपर्क करें. ईमेल आईडी इज प्रोवाइडेड इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. टैक्सेस जरूर भरें फॉर बिल्डिंग अ बेटर फ्यूचर, पर मैक्सिमाइज योर इन्वेस्टमेंट्स टू मिनिमाइज टैक्सेस टू क्रिएट अ वेल्दी फ्यूचर फॉर सेल्फ. हमारा चैनल जरूर सब्सक्राइब करें. प्लीज शेयर दिस वीडियो टू हेल्प योर फ्रेंड्स अंडरस्टैंड बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ टैक्स सेविंग. स्टे ट्यून्ड.